Hello everybody, it's Flesson19 and welcome back to another guide slash tutorial. This time on an alternate way of trading. And people are going to immediately stand up and say, I know, I already know about it. I know. And you're going to be correct. What this is going to involve is going to be horse trading. Now, people are immediately going to say, yeah, I know about horse trading. And just like the videos that I put up before, especially my caravan video, it's not actually what you do, but it's how you do it that can turn a good thing into a great thing. There are little nuances that you can do, and then therefore they can make it even better. Now, this will actually work for traders and non-traders both. This isn't just for traders, because non-traders, they can need horses, or a lot of people that get late game, they get so much money that they can't turn it in because the town doesn't have enough. What happens when the town doesn't have enough money? You turn in some more stuff and grab some of their goods. And what are some goods that you can grab? Horses. You can grab gear, but horses have a better return value than gear will ever have. And so this is not something that's going to be that extremely difficult to do. Now, I will say that the first thing is you do need to have a little bit of money to do this. The less money you have, the less you can invest. The more you have, the more you can invest. I am playing on a trader right now. I do have 3 workshops and 5 caravans. This is very early on. This is only 200 days in. And you can see I'm pulling $2,000 a day. So I have enough to support doing this. Now, as of the making of this video in 1.5.1, the trades perk is still bugged. And what I mean by that is at level 25, it will show you the prices that you get buying and selling that are going to be green, yellow, and red. That is how you can see these. Now, at 25, the trade perk unlocks for the character. However, it does not unlock for the shop. You will not be able to see how good the prices are. That does not actually unlock until 75. That has been going on since about patch 1.4. Yes, a long time. I do have a bug submission in, and the devs are working on it. Hopefully they will get that fixed soon, so therefore this can work as early as 25. Now, you don't need these to do it. You can remember this stuff on your own. However, there are so many horses involved that each price, as you can see, is so vastly different. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. It's hard to remember them all. And if you're not a vast trader, then it's going to be really difficult to remember. So hopefully that'll get fixed here soon, so at level 25 you can go ahead and do this. Now, if that's all you wanted to know, and I'm going to go over the quick synopsis of it so you can just get ready to end the video, I'm going to go ahead and tell you really quick what you do. And therefore, if you want to end the video and call it good, you can do that, or I'm going to try to put a timestamp in the video to where I show the results. You can just click ahead to the timestamp. But if not, in the middle of this video, I'm going to go through and show you my route of where I go, where I pick up, and then where I drop off, and how much money and how much trade I get. And trust me, when I tell you, you can make a fortune if you do it correctly. So what you do is you're going to take and run this route. You're going to go from Ortesia down to Foros, and then you're going to head up over here into Kuzite territory. You're going to head down Kuzite territory, through Assyri territory, back up to Ortesia to Charis. That is where you're going to buy the horses. So from here, through here, and stop here. Where are you going to sell horses? This is it. Landia. And you're done. That's it. That's all. That's your whole route. Then when you're done with that, you come right back down to here, because this is where the main horses are. These are the horses that you buy. This is where you sell. You can once in a while get good prices up in here, but it's not a necessity. So all you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to look for prices that are bright green. Bright green. You will buy them when they're bright green. You will run through this entire map that I showed you. And you also stop off to villages. Let me reiterate this to you very, very clearly. Buying from towns, buying from villages will get you trade EXP. Buying off the villagers that transport the goods do not. So if you want trade EXP, never buy off the villagers. However, if you're somebody that is just playing the game and you don't care about trade EXP, then go ahead and buy off villagers. It's always a great thing to do. But you will get no trade EXP for doing that. So that's all you're going to do. Buy at bright green. When it goes to light green, do not buy. Don't buy it. And do not sell until you get to Valandia. That is what you're not going to want to do that at all. Make sure you do not sell. Wait until you can get the really good prices. You can see when I come over here, look how bright green it is. However, I don't actually buy mules. I only buy them less than 50. But since it is bright green, I will buy. You're going to stop off to every village that has them, and then the town it's connected to. And you'll know which ones they are. The reason why we take this route, because Jomaris has one that's tied to it, and then Poros has one that's tied to it. So what you'll do is you will develop your own system. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go hit Poros, and I'm going to check the same thing. If you want to do it, you hit this button right here. This will sort just horses, and but it's actually not that important to do. It really isn't. You can see how this is light green, so it's not great profit. This I will buy because, as I said, buy any mules and sumpter horses for 50 and under. So as soon as it's still going to be bright green. However, you don't want to overload yourself. So now we will go over to the village it's connected to, of course, and we will check it once again by the bright greens. Now you see how they're light green? Don't do it. Don't trap yourself into not making profit. Trust me when I say you are going to get so many horses that you're going to make a boatload of money. And this is about making profit. This is not about, buying anything and everything you can, because these horses will get expensive. There's times when you're going to end up spending 10 to 20,000 in possibly one city or village. But that is all you're going to do. So for the people that want to end it right now, follow this route. Start at Ortesia, work your way down to here, then work your way up to Otengard, and then in both sides of the map, you want to look for anyone that has horses, and they have them on both sides. Work your way down here, all through Assyria land. Check, there's a bunch of horses to buy. Work your way back up to Ortesia, over to Charis, because they have horses here. Buy all of them bright green. Then you go Sargat, Juklin, Galland, Craven, Oxhall, Revolt, and Ostigan. And you will sell there. So for the people that don't want to know the entire route and are happy that they have the knowledge, you're done. You could stop watching the video. You have the knowledge that you need, and you can go ahead and do it. But I'll make one further comment before you hit stop. And this is important for trade. So if you're not a trader, it's not a big deal. You can flip ahead to the timestamp, or you can stop the video, whatever you want. For trade, You always want to sell as much as possible in a town. You will get more EXP selling 20,000 in one town than you would selling 5,000 in 4 towns. It's the same amount of profit. You're still making 20,000 in 4 towns compared to 20,000 in one town. But the way they have the system set up right now, you get more EXP by making a bigger sale. This has been tested. I have verified this. So you always want to sell as much as possible. That is why also, if you have trade goods to sell, don't necessarily trade a bunch of them at one place. But once you find somebody that has horses for sale and you sell off a bunch of horses, look and see what trade goods you can do as well. So that's for the traders as well. So the people that are happy, you're done. You can finish watching the video, or you can take the timestamp to where I'm going to show you the results. For the rest of you, I'm going to show you the route that I take through here to collect up all the horses, and then I'm going to show you all these horses that I come up with and how much you can actually make. So if it did help you out, I appreciate a like, a subscribe if possible. It really helps me out, and it can really really let the channel start growing. So I would greatly appreciate it if any of you can do that, and I thank you in advance. Now let us get back to collecting up our horses. As you can see, they're all red. That means you do not want to buy them. Only buy them when they're bright green. And the longer the game goes on, the more you'll make. But how this can affect non-traders is like, you know, you go into town. See how they're bright red? Don't buy them. So when you go into towns, I don't think we had horses. I don't think we have horses anywhere around. Of course, this always hurts when they go ahead and do this. When they go ahead and get rid of villages, that always hurts the production. So they're probably not going to have a good price on horses as well. And all this affects it. But as the game goes on, you're going to make a lot more money off of doing this. But like I said, you know, they have 30,000. You could sell 50,000 worth of stuff. Okay, well that means there's 15,000 extra. Buy some horses. Now you can see these are yellow, so these are average cost. We're not going to buy it yellow. Don't buy it yellow. Trust me, you'll make enough. Now, I don't think we have any other horses until we get to... I think until we get up here. So, normally what I will do is this. Where are your horses? Where are your horses? I know you got them. Where are they? Charcoal. Grapes. Silver. Sheep. Grain. You got horses. Hardwood. Silver. Hardwood. Alright, there are horses. Okay. Now let's get up here, and then we're going to go grab our horses from up here. And then then this is the real big buying part. That was just the beginning, and it's not the greatest. But through Kuzite and Asiri, that's where you're going to make the boatload of your money. You can actually stop off the towns as well. Just because they don't actually, just because they don't have horses for sale, they get transported by caravans. So, you know, check. They could have a great sale on them. You're not wasting time. You're just stopping off for a quick second to check. So it's all about gathering as much stuff as possible and then delivering it to one location at a time as much as you can. And you're literally going to see anywhere, you could see 5 levels in just one transaction. Something you're hardly ever going to see if you're just doing regular trade goods. Alright, let's buy products. As you can see, nice and bright green. What we want to look at all that. Look how cheap those are. That's what we want to see. You'll learn where they're at. I'm still not 100% certain where everything is at. Here you go. Bright green. See, it went to light green? Stop. Boom. I don't think there's any here. No. Okay. Where's our next one? There we go. There's our next one. So let's run over here and let's go check out these horses. This is the route that I take. And like I said, this is an alternative to actual trading. You can just do this if you want to. You don't need to trade goods. You can just trade horses. And trust me, when I tell you that these horses, they will replenish by the time you get back. And you could do it all over again. Where a lot of times goods don't replenish, these will. And we'll buy up all those horses. As you can see, I'm spending a bunch of money. And this is where you need to have your income coming in. That I'm already set up as a trader. I have a bunch coming in. Nice and bright green. There's light green. I can buy it all. As you can see, I just spent 8,000 in one city. This is why I tell you, you need to have money. They have horses all through Kuzite and Assyri. Those are the places that you're going to have your horses. See, I don't want to buy unless it's, I mean, I could technically buy it. I mean, it's 51, You can actually buy up to 60. Oh, that's cows. I mean, because I actually sell horses, work horses, well, mules, down to 90. But of course, I want to make profit. But there we go again. That's light green, so we don't want to do that. We want that profit. Now we'll hit Akalat, finish this up, head down into Assyri, where there are a bunch of horses in Assyri territory. And a bunch, I mean a bunch. See how it just went immediately? Don't buy it. Trust me, you're going to have horses. Sheep, clay, and horses. I knew there was a horse off to the side. I knew there was. You just hope that the villagers aren't coming out. Damn it. I didn't want to do that, but that's what happens when you get on top of a hideout. Boy, these guys, I don't know how they're ever going to make it to town. How do you make it to town? Ooh, war horses. Very nice. And you also don't get EXP off of horses that you get in battle. That's not trading. So once again, remember, always remember, bright green. Nope. There's another. I don't think that is one. Nope. There should have. I think there's. I can't remember if there's another one down here, or this is the last one in a series. See how it's once again it's light. We don't care about that. You can see the horses I got. I got 15 war horses. That right there, that can be worth 30,000 alone. 56 step horses. That can be worth another 30, 40,000. You're looking at least upwards of 80 grand on me right now, possible. And I'm not even doing Siri territory yet. Think what happens when I get there. What I'm going to have. I need to get rid of those looters. Those looters are holding me up. Oh, yes. That is really good. That is an amazing price. Really good. I could tell immediately. Those are just outstanding prices. I'm going to make a lot on that. Now we'll hit Hussenpolk because that is actually the town it is connected to. And this takes a bit to do. There's a lot of villages to stop at, really. Because there's so many in Kuzite and Assyri land. And there's a chance I'm actually missing a couple. I could be. So, you know, I still don't have this 100% down pat. It is light green, although it is an Assyri warhorse. And Assyri warhorses can be the most expensive. Actually, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to do it. I think I'm going to have a good enough time finding more horses. Well, that's already 50. No, that's 36. Trust me, you're going to get them. Alright, so once again, let's check. Make sure we don't pass on our horses. No, everyone should be right here. So now we're going to cut through here. There we go. I'll take that Assyria warhorse. Horses are a great investment. Alright, this is where you're really going to get into them now. That's dates. This is where you're going to get a ton of them. Assyria land is big for this. And like I said, by the time you get back, they're going to replenish all their stock. Now you can see they're yellow. We're not even going to stop. Of course, they don't have one tied to it that actually does it. Now down here they do. This one right here. I know this one does. Oh yeah, right. Oh yes. God, it's going to be so much money. I can't wait to get down there and show you how much it is. I actually don't know why I'm clicking it like that. That's a village. Village, the price doesn't go up. If it's bright green, you can just take it. I'm not thinking about that. These go up. All the horses are connected, but not the mules. These are on a different price than these. So when you buy this one will go up in price. So all we're doing is just buying. It should be right here. Yep, right there. And then there should be one right there, I believe. So if it's bright green, you can just take the whole thing. Unfortunately, as you can see, it is light green. But that actually is not a terrible price. 1,400 is actually doable. However, for the purposes of this video, I am actually not going to show you that. This is just to show you how much it can make, but you can make a ton. We're almost halfway through Assyria territory. It'll go fast. And then we're just going to head up to Valandia and sell it off and show you exactly how much you can make. No good horse races here. And we do have horses down here, which is it this one? One of these two is right there. There I just spent $4,000. Like I said, you're spending a ton. However, once we go to sell, you're going to be like, wow. It's going to be pretty wicked when you see how much it actually goes for. Okay, now, where do we have horses? Do we have it there? No, that's grain. That's horses. That should be horses, and then we should have 2 there, and I think that's it. I think we're done in Assyria. That should be grain. Grain. Yep. I think we only got 3 places left, and we're done in Assyria land. It doesn't take super long. We should have 2 places left to check, which are right here. These 2 here. And then 3 towns, and then we're going to go hit Ortesia, Charis, and then we're finished buying. Then we'll get to the selling. Look at that, only 1,000 for those. Those can sell for over 2,000. You're looking at 1,000 profit just in one horse. You think when you're only making about what 4 profit off of a piece of grain? You got to sell 250 grain just to get your profit back, as much as you're doing here. That is what is so amazing about doing this. And I'm actually going to buy that, and I didn't have to. There, I just spent another $7,000. I'm down to 37,000. Thankfully, we're almost done. We are almost finished. Nice and bright green. Look at those war horses. That is like 50 grand. I probably have well over 100, if not 100, I could have 150,000 on me potentially worth of horses. And then the trade EXP you're going to get. Oh my word. That's going to be nuts. None of these have it. No, they don't. And that's because none of these have horses. This isn't it. None of these have them. No, we're stopping off at Ortesia and Charis, and then we're finished. Then it's time to go hit Valandia and see how much we have. Go see how many spoils that we've come out with. And like I said, you want to look for what you're going to make the most profit. If you go to a place and they're just not buying a lot of them, hold off. Don't be afraid to hold off. Get the max profit. Got them all. Okay, kidding me. I do not want to go up to 54 on that. Alright. Now, once again, we'll head back to Ortesia, where we started. We're going to hit Ortesia and the city connected, the village connected. Charis and the village connected. And then we're going to go up to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 towns to sell. We're going to go sell our spoils. But this is where we started. So they're already going to they already have their stock replenished. Not that well. Remember when we came by here, it was still light green. It's still light green. Artesia is highly contested though. So there's no guarantee. Now normally Charis is pretty good. Look at this. All green. I did not want to do that. I did not want to buy that. Boom. Okay. Now we are going to head over to the last spot to check, which is that village, and then Charis. And then we are going to see how much we made. We won't get an exact number, of course. God damn it. Gotta be kidding me. That sucks. That really sucks. This is a great place to buy them, just because it's not touched that often. So they might not actually have that much. Yeah. They got absolutely hammered. So I am not happy with the prices here. And I could tell with two reasons. One, this is below 2,000 in a series horse, and this is below 100. So we are not going to stop here. But now it is time to head up and see how much we made. And hopefully we have some that are paying a boatload of money for them. As you can see, 2,200. They're not paying good for mules though. However, they are paying good for these. Oops. Let's take one back. Yeah, see how it went to light green? That we don't want to do. So let's pull that back. You do not want to do that. Just go down the list. And I'm right about 79 or so, I think. I think I'm about 79. So I'm just going to sell these 18,000 off and watch this. I gained 5 points in trade. But I didn't want to sell. There's no reason to sell at light green. We're going to come over here now, and they should be paying a high price as well. So they should be back up to bright green for all these as well. And as you can see, no, they're actually not. And we're not stopping. We're done. We're moving on. Don't settle when you're selling horses. These guys will pay. The further up north you go, you will get money. So don't settle. Once again, you can see they're not paying for it. And actually doing this at turn 1000, it shows a lot more profit. Trust me, as the game goes on, this gets easier and easier to do. There's a couple of these that could be 200-300 on the mules. We were buying the mules for 50. And let's see what we got here. There we go. Look at that. I might not get rid of them all. That is a distinct possibility. Like I said, the prices are a bit cheap right now. These really are not super expensive prices. Here's another 15,000 and another 5 points in trade. So we pulled in 35 to 40,000, 10 points in trade. Of course, I am maxed out on trade. I have 5 focus points into it. But now we go to the next one. And they are not great. However, they are paying for mules, as you can see. Anything over 100 is really good for mules. I just made 2,000 off the mules. And then once again, now, like I said, you can have some left over. That's perfectly fine. Keep a stock going. Build up a stock, because sooner or later, if a town all of a sudden needs a bunch of horses, they could have even a bigger price. Like I said, I have seen, for mules, I have seen this hit 400. And you can always sell it light green if you want to. You don't have to hold on to it like I'm doing right now when it's light green. You don't have to do that. That's totally up to you. You could take these mules down even further. There's another 5 grand. These will get better. When the game goes on and more fighting happens, and inflation hits, you're also buying up these horses at a cheap price. As time goes on, inflation will hit and they'll get even higher. And once again, we have amazing prices. You can see all the horses I still have left. I still have a bunch of horses left. You look at how much inventory I actually have. I have a lot of inventory. Here's another 18,000 and another 5 points in trade. So just in that run right there, I probably made, what was that? About 60, 70,000 possibly, around there. And I gained, what was it, 15, 16 points in trade. I'm already 100 in trade. And I still have inventory left, as you can see. I still have inventory to go. Now, if you want, you can just skate right over across here and go over to this area, because there are places literally that can pay 400. You can just become a trader of horses. You don't want to worry about all the 12, 15 different types of things. That is what you can do. And I have literally done transactions where I have sold 40,000 worth of horses alone in one transaction. This is a great alternative to trading when you don't want to deal so much with trade goods, or if you sold too much in a town and you need money back. Get it back in horses. I could go an entire playthrough just showing how to do this as a trader, but this is also the fastest way to level a trader. I gained about 20 points in trade in that one loop. I have playthroughs where I'll go through an entire loop and I might gain about 5 to 7 points. And I gained virtually 20 points in just that one right there. So I hope this made it easier for some people. You know, if you enjoyed it, if it helped you out at all, a like, a subscribe, a comment, anything would be extremely helpful to me. If you have any questions, please leave me a question. I have it tied to my phone. I'll get your question. I'll do my best to answer it for you. And if I don't know, I have some resources with other YouTubers and with devs, which people know that I actually have a dev subscribed to my channel. I'll do my best to get you that information with every resource that it might take. I will really do my best. I love to hear from you guys. I really hope it helped you. Take care, and thanks for watching.